So, let's start with the basics. What is inflation anyway? Inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and subsequently, eroding your purchasing power. In simpler terms, it's why that loaf of bread that used to cost $2 is now $3. Ouch, right? Inflation can happen for a bunch of reasons. Supply and demand imbalances, increased production costs, or even too much money floating around in the economy. The bottom line, inflation means your money buys less today than it did yesterday. And who's feeling that pinch the most? Yep, that's you and me. Now, let's talk about where inflation hits hardest in your everyday life. Spoiler alert, it's everywhere. Let's start with the basics. Groceries. Ever notice how that same cart of groceries seems to cost more each week? That's inflation in action. Everything from milk to meat is costing more because the cost of producing and transporting these goods is on the rise. And let's not forget about gas. Filling up your tank? That's another place inflation is taking a big bite. As oil prices go up, so does the cost of gas, making your commute or road trip a lot more expensive. Then there's housing. Whether you're renting or paying a mortgage, housing costs are often the biggest part of your budget. They're also climbing thanks to inflation. And don't get me started on interest rates. But inflation isn't just about rising prices. It also impacts your savings and investments. That rainy day fund you've been building? It might not go as far in the future as you think. Even if you're earning interest, if the inflation rate is higher than the interest rate on your savings, you're actually losing money in real terms. It's like a slow leak in your financial life raft. And for investments, inflation can eat into your returns, especially if you're not keeping up with inflation-proof strategies. Okay, now for the good news. There are ways to protect yourself from inflation. Here are a few strategies to help keep your finances on track. First, consider investing in assets that traditionally outpace inflation. Stocks, real estate, and commodities like gold can be solid choices. These investments have the potential to grow at a rate faster than inflation, helping to preserve your purchasing power. Another option? TIPS, Treasury Inflation-Protected Securities. These government bonds are specifically designed to protect your money from inflation by adjusting the principal according to the inflation rate. It's like having a shield for your savings. And don't forget about budgeting. Keeping a close eye on your spending and finding ways to cut costs can help you stay ahead, even when prices are on the rise. Maybe it's time to brew that coffee at home instead of hitting the cafe every day. So, what does the future hold? Experts are divided. Some say we're in for a bumpy ride, while others believe inflation will stabilize. But one thing's for sure, staying informed and proactive is your best defense. Whether inflation cools down or heats up, being prepared will help you navigate whatever comes next. So, keep learning, keep adjusting, and keep your financial future bright. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments how inflation is affecting you. And remember, we're here to help you make the most of your money, no matter what the economy throws your way. See you next time.